better view. And it's pretty dry up there right now. Now let's see, center frame, zoom in. Way up on the far ridge is Coon Creek Cabin is in there somewhere, because you have an overlook back in this direction from there. That's like mile 240, I think. 245 maybe, hard to say. So the Pacific Crest Trail is up on the other side of this ridge on my left. It eventually climbs up to the top around the corner up here and then drops down into the Whitewater River and the preserve, which is where I'm headed today, assuming it's open. Alright, well this is a good overview of the floodplain, and it looks like it definitely was all over here. Right now the main river is over there about 100 yards. This is all new road here, so it's clearly washed out and was probably full of all these boulders and rocks. This drainage comes pretty much way up into those mountains back there, so there was a lot of water headed this direction. And if I can find it, I'll try and attach the video clip that I described when I turned off the freeway. It's really something to see. If you'd have stepped into that, you'd have been dead in seconds. As it was earlier in the year, way before Hillary, in late April, May, I crossed Whitewater, and it was running as faster than anything I'd ever seen in prior years, and it was a sketchy kind of crossing. I had to be careful. It was moving. It kind of came up to my thighs, just below my crotch maybe, and definitely took trekking poles and careful stepping to get across. And so far this year, I don't know when they had the last rain. I'm guessing it was, might have been significant rain back in August when Hillary came through. That might have been it. So that was 4 months ago. If I can, I'm going to take a short hike up to the toward the PCT, where it crosses the Whitewater River. We'll see what that looks like if I can get there. Anyway, the Pacific Crest is kind of up there. You really can't see it, but it's up there. It's kind of traversing across below the peaks and working its way over, ready to come down into the canyon here. Alright, so I'm coming up to where this road does cross Whitewater River into the preserve right here. I think, if this is the place or not. It actually, maybe it isn't. It looked a lot wider than this, but right now the river looks pretty normal for this time of year. Not too much going on, but there's some people hiking down there. I think this was just overwashed here. It must have been down closer to the freeway, maybe, that the pictures I saw where the road was pretty much broken into 3 sections as it went over the river. I think that was it. Whitewater Preserve picnic area. I've camped here on the trail several times. They have great bathrooms, especially when it's raining. A lot of camping spots. All right, I just visited the ranger, and even though the sign says closed, he didn't say I couldn't walk over if I wanted to cross the river. So anyway, that's where I'm headed. Look at this little pond here. They have an even bigger one behind me next to the picnic area. So for those days when it's screaming hot, this is your cool off spot if you don't want to get in the river. All right, so the Pacific Crest comes on the backside of that ridge and then down this canyon to meet the river. And then northbound is up toward those far peaks up there. One of which is right near Coon Creek Cabin. No, it's just a good coincidence that they got this road open as I was coming through here. I did not expect to be able to walk up into the drainage here. Yeah, it definitely was last April, and I'm sure when Hillary came through it was over the top. I don't think I've ever come up that way. Maybe I did, I don't know. But this is the direction I want to head. See, this is kind of what I remember coming across here and then going along that cliff and then tying into the Pacific Crest. So let's see if I can't sneak across there somewhere. There's still some, I would say, average flow. Nothing too strange. I think it's less than it was when I came through in April. All right, I'm gonna cross right up here. Looks pretty doable. I didn't bring my trekking poles, but I think I'll need them. Well, that may be a little premature. Looks like I'll have to cross back here under the cliff. All right, well, let's see here. Probably just gonna walk up into the sunlight there. Have about maybe 300 or 400 yards to get to the PCT junction. So normally you don't have all these splitters, but since Hillary and all that stuff last winter, this will continue for a bit. If we don't get much rain this winter, it'll all go down to one drainage again, one creek. So I can see a sign right there. Can't read it, but that's probably part of the PCT access trail. Lots of footprints. People have been checking it out. Boy, if this is what that 5-mile stretch of Hillary washout, which used to be the jungle zone, is like, that's going to be slow going over boulders that size. You basically have to pick your way. Right here I'm able to kind of move along, but when you get to that size and bigger, you can't go too fast. So the trail comes down right in the canyon there and then heads up the drainage toward Red Rock, and the crossing, it goes up over that ridge to Mission Creek. All right, so I think I'm gonna cross right in here and then follow this first little dip up, see what that provides. Not too far away, maybe 200-300 yards from the junction. All right, yeah, this is pretty doable here. I could have walked around that point there, but I'll, I guess Will I down climb up here? Or maybe I'll go back and go around this point. All right, hang on. All right, boy, this got scoured. Oh, man. Still walking the drainage up to find the junction of the PCT. All right, well, I'm spying a cut up here. Let's see if this is an access cut or whether I have to go up a little farther. Yeah, I think I have to go up a little farther. It looks like it's the ridges or the washout wall is decreasing here. So I should be able to get up there, right there. I hope. Yeah, you could, that'd be a tough up climb, but you could down climb it. Oh, here's some hikers. See what they have to say. All right, so there's the sign right there. That's where I'm going to go up to. That's the junction of the Pacific Crest Trail coming down off of that ridge through that canyon. All right. So here is what's left of this side of the access trail into the preserve, and here's the junction of the Pacific Crest Trail. You can kind of see the switchbacks working their way down the canyon. I think should be right up in that zone there, because I know the trail comes over that little smallish peak. You go up to the top of that, and then once you clear the top of that, that's the access point from Falls Creek Trail. I believe it's called Falls Creek Trail, coming out of Mission Creek and the Stonehouse drainage there. So that's what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to actually avoid coming up to that junction there. I'm hoping to come up more of the drainage more directly to the PCT junction that drops down off of that far ridge and then goes down into the Mission Creek drainage. So we'll see. It's a nice day. All right, hikers welcome. All right, we'll see you late April. How about that? Okay, so I'm gonna walk back down, see where this thing ends. I'm pretty sure that I won't want to down climb, but I'm gonna go take a peek anyway and see. It's a pretty good embankment. It's about, I'd say about 15 feet. All right, there they are, going down. And yeah, here's where the trail basically ends. That's more than 15 feet. That's like 20 or 30. So we'll back up and, oh, there's another guy. following my steps up here. See where he's going. How much fun is this, being out? Even though it's just a day hike, but it's nice to be out. So here's Red Dome. Here's the crossing that I went over in April, crotch deep, right here. Literally bone dry right now. That's so crazy. All right, coming over from Red Dome. Still no sign of the creek, but it'll show up eventually here. Picking up the trail markers ahead. Lots of footprints. So here's the new official Whitewater River. Oh yeah, it's got a nice little, there you go. Well, that's an average flow this time of year. Trail comes across, goes up this canyon, and eventually over to the backside of that peak. All right, 10:35. This is my turnaround spot. Take a look at far out, see how many miles. It was definitely maybe a couple of miles from up this drainage to this spot here. Let's see. All right, it's 1.8 miles from here, the newest Whitewater River cross, which actually is about 0.2 northbound from where it used to be when I shot that earlier video when I said I crossed back in April. It's about 0.2 from where I am here. So clearly, you know, nature takes the path of least resistance, and it just cruised down here and just dug a big new wide channel in here. So I'm coming up over here, and then I'll be headed back down on the what would that be, like the west side of the river, I guess? I suppose you could just walk the river all the way back down, but I don't think I'll do that today. So anyway, yeah, it's about another hour back. Should be pretty good. Feel good right now. I'm glad I brought some water. And mostly it's been trail, a little quasi bushwhack type stuff where the trail hasn't been really stepped in yet. More on the other side of Red Dome over there, 0.2 back. All right, here we go. Colorful trees is the preserve. That's my destination. Where are you? Right there. All right, 11:25. I'm back here at the junction, and we'll make the way back to the preserve over yonder. There's the trail zigzagging its way up that canyon wall, headed over towards southbound to Mesa Wind Farm and I-10. Those yellowish trees, that's the preserve. Looking northbound at the junction, PCT's coming in from the left, heading straight forward. Come back here, 20 yards, and take this little beaten path down into the stream beds. If you continue this way, you're looking at drops of 20 to 30 feet. So I'm going to take this one right away, and then work your way down whatever drainage suits you to the preserve. On Highway 62, headed east toward Mission Creek Road. About 2 miles out from here. Just came off 10 east. Looking up, way up towards Big Bear. Far, far ridges. Well, a short recap of my Whitewater River Canyon hike. It's about an hour out, an hour back. No big deal, pretty easy. Mostly trail, some little river walking, a couple little crossings of Whitewater, but very shallow. Not a problem. Went 0.2 past Red Dome on the PCT. I just came off 62. Clearly it's a dirt road drive. Let's see how it is. Looks like I'm crossing over Mission Creek, I do believe. Looks like that took some pretty good pounding from Hillary. I know the upper regions did for sure. Okay, I think I'm maybe about a mile out from the main gate. Well, that's the drainage. And this looks like a lock gate up here. Let's see. Alright, this is the main gate. The stone house is 1.4 miles that away. Pacific Crest Trail says 3.6. That's not too bad. I wonder if they allow you to walk the road, or whether that 3.6 has you come up Falls Creek Trail and around and back down. I'll have to check that out. Don't know. Apparently, at some points in time, you can, with a reservation, drive through in here, but not today. And that would be Mission Creek in all of its glory at the end of the season. Yeah, looks like a lot of water came through here. All right, well, leave this for another day. After the first of the year, figure out the logistics of going in for a possible overnight exploration hike up this drainage to see the carnage